So, we are going to start with the new essay of the day, that is role of media in society. That is, we are going to talk about what's the role played by media in the society. Okay, so media today has complete control of the world. These days, media has got the complete control of the world, as if it is running the whole world. The media has been crucial in fostering global connectivity. Media is playing a vital role in fostering global connectivity, in you know putting the global connectivity. Despite not being the only communication channel used to disseminate information, media is extremely important. So it is the first para of the essay which we are having on the role of media in society. Let's tell that it can be the essay, it can be the topic of the essay for a class 10 student, for a class 12 student, and even in the UPSC students. Even for the UPSC students, it has got some relevance or importance. That is, when we talk about the media, we are telling that media has got the complete control of the world. Media has been crucial. It's actually playing a crucial role in fostering global connectivity. Despite not being the only communication channel used to disseminate information, media is quite or extremely important. It's not the only communication channel. There are number of communication channels that will convey information, that will disseminate information. But still, although media is not the only communication channel, the role of media cannot be ignored. Media is still important. In addition to serving as the primary source of entertainment, so media is playing as the it's actually playing the role of the primary source of entertainment, because it has the ability to reach a large audience with compelling message. So it can provide a compelling message or a compelling information, piece of information to a large audience, and it has the potential to have a significant social means in terms of the society, in terms of the cultural and political impact on society. So in terms of the social aspect, in terms of the cultural aspect, in terms of the political aspect, it has the potential to affect the whole society. Initially, print media predominated, but since its inception, television has taken over as a primary form of mass media. Print media used to play a dominating role as the media, but after it got introduced, television is playing, it's a primary form of mass media. Mass media means what? Mass media is a communication channel that is actually conveying information to the whole mass of people. These days, there are so many ways to communicate. Mass media now plays a significant role in our lives thanks to the development of digital technology. So, there are many ways to communicate these days. Mass media is now having a significant role in our life due to the development of digital technology, and the role is changing quickly. That role, that is mass media, the role played by mass media is now changing with time fast. We are unable to imagine modern life without mass media. We cannot imagine modern life without mass media. Okay? Like modern life is not imaginable without mass media. A message created by a person or a group of people and distributed through a transmitting device to a sizable audience or market is known as mass media. As we have mentioned, what's mass media? When we talk about the role of media in the current society, we have to define mass media, or What is mass media? Mass media is basically what? It's a transmitting device that's actually conveying a message to a group of people. It can be an individual, it can be a group of people. Okay, that is, it's mass media. The media has emerged as today's connected social society's primary source of knowledge. It's a primary source of knowledge. For example, print media, newspapers. Okay, then television. It's also a media. Laptops, then ebooks. These are all different types of media. The transmission of information from one geographic location to another has accelerated significantly with the introduction of digitally enabled communication devices. I'm just letting you understand what is the meaning of the sentence. First of all, information is getting transformed from one place to another, from one geographic location to another, and it is accelerated. The pace of transmission, the speed of transmission has accelerated, has increased, and it's happening due to the presence of digitally enabled communication devices. Cell phones, computers, network channels on cable or satellite television, the internet, newspapers, books, magazines, and radio channels are just a few of the many sources that are developing to give people a way to connect with the outside world. Like we talk about cell phones, mobile phones, we talk about the computers, desktops, we talk about the network channels, cable, it can be a cable net channel, it can be a satellite channel, it can be the TV, it can be the network, internet, newspapers, books, magazines, etc. These are the many sources, and they are basically here to enlighten people, to give, to make, to convey a source, a piece of information to people. And it's how people are getting connected to the outside world. We get to know about the another country, where we're getting to learn about a particular geographic location thanks to this digitally connected, digitally enabled devices. Everything that happens nowadays has instantaneous access to information thanks to the internet's strong connectivity with the rest of the world. Now anything that's happening in the world, we are getting access to the information, and it happens how everything that is, it's happening with the internet strong connectivity with the rest of the world. Internet, we have an internet connection here in Kolkata, or in a particular place. We are having an internet connection to your place also, to a different city also, to a different nation also. So everything that's happening here and there, we are getting aware of that particular thing, and that's, we are getting instantaneous access to the information, and that's happening. The credit goes to the strong connectivity of the internet with the rest of the world. Wherever people are, they can get information. It doesn't matter whether you are from a remote location or you are from a different place, you will get information through this print media or through these cell phones, computers, network channels, and so on. Different types of channels, different types of media are there. Within a short period of time, radio and television channels have become significant sources of information. So basically, as we have seen that television, radios, print media, they all become significant sources of information within a short period of time, within a short gap of time. Most cell phones come equipped with radio channels that allow the user to stay constantly connected to the outside world. Cell phones are now getting connected with, they all have some inbuilt radio channels that let us hear some news, some music, some information, some podcasts, some short web series on radio channels are also there, and we basically get connected to the outside world. There is one radio channel, and that's connecting different people from different parts of the world, and they are connected, they are getting aware of the outside world. It's how connectivity builds, actually. It's how connectivity forms. So it's how the media works. The media user is greatly influenced by it, particularly through radio and television. Radio and television, these two media are actually playing a vital role. Okay, it's basically influencing, it's basically impacting the life of the user. Media has the greatest potential to inform, educate, and shape people's minds. Any kind of media, it can be radio, it can be it can be television, it has the greatest potential to inform and educate, shape people's minds. Shape means shape our thinking, channelize our thinkings to get educated, like which we didn't know before, we are coming to know that, we are getting informed. And that is what media has. Actually, media has the potential to keep us informed, to keep us, to make us educated, or to shape our thoughts. So basically, it's what media is doing. Even those without formal education can access the world of information and knowledge thanks to these sources. We don't need any kind of formal education. We some of us, they have formal education and some of us they don't, but it doesn't matter, because when you have access to the media, you will get to know something. Actually, we will get access, we will get instant access to the world of knowledge, we will get to know something, we will get informed. And it is how the credit goes to the sources. Radio and television are popular forms of mass communication used by both literate and illiterate people. So basically, no, it's not just the literate group of people, it's also the illiterates, or people with limited knowledge, with limited access to education. They are also having, they can also use radio and televisions. They are totally easy to use. They are effective at raising public awareness about various topics. For example, there can be, public awareness related to female education. There can be there can be, information related to pandemic outbreak like COVID. And we get access to the information, instant access to the information, thanks to the media like radio, television. The persuasiveness of popular media, powerful media like television, radio, and print largely shapes people daily lives and routines. Persuasiveness means the access to the media like print, like it can be print media, it can be radio, it can be television, and it is actually playing a vital role in shaping our lives, in shaping our routines, our thoughts. Additionally, media has a detrimental effect on society. So basically, we were discussing on till now we were discussing on the positive aspects of media. Now we are going to tell, like, it is not just about the positive effects, there are also some detrimental effects on the society. Due to the abundance of information that can be shared, sometimes false and irrelevant information that is detrimental to the society is also spread, because there is abundant of information that gets spread anywhere and everywhere. Some news, some information, they are not that relevant, they can be irrelevant, and they can be fake or false also. That's one of the detrimental effects. The public must establish a limit beyond which they will not permit the media to have a negative effect on the lives. So basically, public should also set a limit beyond which they will not actually allow the media to have a negative effect on our lives. So basically, we are going to tell what, if we are going to tell, we are going to, going back to the, like, the role of media in society. If we are going to write on this topic, we have to write like, basically, what is media. Media has a effect, that is, it has the complete control of the world. What is the ability of a media? That is what it does. Actually, it reaches a large audience with a compelling message. It conveys a compelling message to the large audience. And although there's a time when print media dominated the world, after its inception, television also came into the limelight. It became the primary form of mass media. And nowadays there are so many ways to communicate. and it's all due to the digital technology, the evolution or the development of technology. And we are also going to tell like mass media is what. But now that we have told like that media has a power to change the, it has a complete control of the world. It has, what are the different forms of media and what are the different types of media, what we what are actually digitally enabled, media they are doing. We are getting to know that actually. And we will also know like what's a mass media. And mass media is actually acting as a primary source of knowledge also. So we can also, if you want, first of all we can write what is media, what are the positive aspects of media. First of all, what does media do? Okay, what are the effects of media on the society? What is actually, how does media convey or reach the target audience or like that? Then basically, how is media helping us to connect with the outside world? And now actually we have to tell like media, whatever is happening in the world, we are getting instant access to this, and it happens due to the strong connectivity to the rest of the world. We will actually tell like that. Now also cell phones also, they have, for a cell phone, cell phone is a gadget. It also has some radio channels, they keep us connected with the outside world. And basically it's not just the what are some, we can also recollect some other forms of mass communication media. And ultimately we will say that media has also a detrimental effect. Not all the messages spread by media is accurate or relevant. Some of them are also irrelevant, and as such the public should establish a limit beyond which they will not allow the media to have a detrimental effect on our lives. So here is what the essay is all about.